I can't do it anymore. I've been meaning to make this video for a while, and I think it's finally time. I've been doing YouTube, making videos for almost 8 years now, and I've made around 1,300 videos. And out of those 1,300 videos, about 900 of them are copyright claimed, meaning, they're either demonetized and the publisher or person who claimed them is getting all the AdSense or revenue, or they're just, blocked and there's nothing I can really do about it. And, that's tens of millions of views, probably over $100,000 even of AdSense revenue, depending on what CPMs the people claiming are getting. And if you get claimed, what can you do? Well, YouTube has set up a few things you can try. Number one, delete your video, right? Number two, you can mute the song, which is a little tough if you're, reacting to something or offering critique or doing a cover or showcasing how to play the song, and the half of the video is muted. You can do this magical button, which I've tried recently, which is cut out the copyrighted segment, which is more so with compilations. I have many videos like Heaviest Riffs, or recently, which prompted this kind of video to finally go forward, was best breakdowns and best riffs of 2021, where, it doesn't matter. You can have 5 minutes of content. You can have 2 hours of content, like my 500 heaviest riffs video, which is a 2-hour long video. And as long as only one of those 10-second segments get copyright claimed, they own the whole video. They own the whole 2-hour video for 10 seconds, even though there's 499 other riffs there. And yeah, you can cut it out, in which YouTube cuts out that segment of the video, that 10-15 seconds, and it puts it under processing, which I had the pleasure of dealing with the 500 riffs video, which made literally the video go offline and online consistently for a whole week. Or recently with the best riffs video and breakdowns video, where I cut a segment out and it just essentially offset all of the audio of the whole video. So I was playing riffs of a specific song, and then the audio of a different song that came later was instead playing. So that was fun. And I had to take it down, of course, and re-upload. And then you can, of course, click the magical button, which a lot of people are just scared to click because it has legal implications to it, which is called dispute, which you can dispute a claim and say, hey, this is fair use or whatever. You own the license, etc. There's a few options. And I've done that many times, where you dispute a claim, you explain, hey, this is, let's say, a cover with on-screen tabs. This is obviously an educational video where I show people how to play the song. Or here's a reaction review video, which again is transformative in the sense of actually offering critique and offering an educational value to it, to explain, hey, maybe, the guitar work did something like this, and this is how they kind of did it. Perhaps this is kind of the background story and all that. And guess who reviews the dispute? The person who made the claim. So, even if it falls under fair use, they can just be like, I don't care. It's our video. That's our copyrighted content. That's our song. That's our portion of, that's our 10 seconds of a song. It's ours. Sorry. We own your video now. And we can choose to block it or just demonetize and take all the revenue if we want. We can do whatever we want with it. And even though this content might be protected under fair use and is actually promoting, the bands and the labels and getting them merch sales and ticket sales, et cetera, you might still say, well, Nick, you're benefiting off the work of, these bands and these labels and publishers and the songs they've written. And you're right, 100%. I literally have a career majority because, I started off by covering songs and sharing music. And that's how I really got my name into the scene is through that, and then through reactions and whatnot. And like I said, you're right, and that's why I'm not looking back on my catalog and videos for the past 8 years with any kind of anger or resentment necessarily, or regret, because I'm so fortunate to be in this place to do what I do and share music and make fun videos and create music and share it, and people actually care. Like that means the world, right? And this is also, even though it might seem like it, not an anti-label video. I actually work with a lot of these labels, and I have great relationships with them and the people that work there. I love working with them and working with their bands. And that leads me to the point of this video, which is that we're in a new era of the music industry where labels and publishers need reactors and people who cover content in general about bands, because it's just a form of marketing. Sometimes they'll even reach out and offer compensation, right? It's just marketing for a lot of labels. And so moving forward, unless I know the label or a person who works there, or that they'll just leave my video alone or whitelist it, which is just, again, remove a claim, I most likely won't be reacting or covering bands that I don't know the label for, which is unfortunate, because there's still a handful of bands which I absolutely love that I don't know what I'll do about that. And I want to share it with you guys. I want to do covers. I want people to discover these bands, and for me to, be maybe a gateway for them becoming huge fans of them. And I want to continue to work with labels and publishers and their bands to help share amazing music that we're so fortunate to have in our generation. But I'm just done working for them. And there's no shortage of new music coming out in the metal scene. So kind of bittersweet, because I'm obviously by no means going to stop making music content or not share bands or react or cover. But I just have to be a lot more specific and particular with, who that is, which bands, which labels, and it is what it is. But other than that, there's a lot of really cool stuff I have planned next year. Slavic Metal 2, Termina, Project with Phil, YouTube content. There's a lot. So I'm looking forward to the next year. And I hope you guys will be around for the journey to see what ridiculous music comes out and weird content, and how much more TikTok ruins the world. I'll help it ruin the world. I'm very excited. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a good rest of your year.